What's up, you guys? Cthulhu here. Coming at you with another deck profile. You guys have been asking about my deck list for my latest Yubel deck that I've been running at locals. So I figured I'd bring that to you now. It's more of a pure Yubel build. I know a lot of people are running the Unchained or even the Dogmatica. I haven't been able to pick up all the Unchained cards. Otherwise, I think I would lean more towards that one, especially with the Legacy Destruction stuff coming out. There's some nasty things with extension and stuff like that. Just haven't been able to pick up everything that I need at the moment. So as of right now, I'm running more of a pure build. So we'll just get right into it. So we just start out with 3 Samsara. Pretty standard. It's going to get you into all of your Yubel monsters. Usually going to be searching for the Spirit of Yubel to get your spells and traps going. Then we're going to run 3 Spirit of Yubel. This will get you into your Yubel spells and traps, and it can dodge Droll because it can set instead of adding to hand. So it can do either or. And then for the Yubel lineup, I'm going to run 2 OGs. I know a lot of people are running 1. I like running 2, or at least especially in this build, because a lot of your effects involve having to have the OG Yubel on the field. So I feel like having 1 could be problematic sometimes, whether just because it gets removed off the field, or because whether it's Kashtira, like I have some Kashtira in my locals, this gets banished face down, and then if there's only 1 in the deck, then it kind of becomes a problem. And then I just run the other brick, the Terror Incarnate. I go into them sometimes, not too much. Usually my Yubel doesn't get destroyed. Usually I'm using him for XZ summons or the Super Poly effect. Let's see, and then we're running 1 Grinder Golem. This card has been hit or miss for me. It's single-handedly won me games. It has also lost me games. So I'm kind of iffy on it. I think if I run the Unchained variant, I'd probably take this out. Or I would take this out, swap it for a Ultimate Nightmare. But right now I'm keeping it in just because it technically has won me games. Been lucky enough where the opponent doesn't have like Valor or something in hand for the Gustav Cannon, which we'll get to the extra deck in a little bit. And then I just run 2 Dark Beckoning Beasts. This is going to search for the gates that you'll see in a second. So for spells, 3 Nightmare Pain. This card is funny. Obviously, we have the add effect of destroying a dark monster. But the funniest part is, sometimes people don't read the card, or like, I'll tell them what the card does when they ask, but they'll kind of forget because it is kind of weird. If your opponent has monsters that can attack, so if they leave them in attack position and they decide they don't want to attack for the damage reflection and try to pass turn, if they have monsters in attack position, they cannot pass turn. They do have to attack your Yubel monsters. Let's see, and then I run for the Dark Beckoning Beast. I just run 2 Opening of the Spirit Gates. This card is good for especially if you open up too many of the Yubel monsters. It's a good way to kind of unbrick your hand, because all you have to do is get one of the 0/0 fiends into your graveyard, and then you can discard like a Yubel or a Spirit of Yubel, and then bring it right back into the same effect. We're going to run 3 Piri Race Map. This card has killed me in time, but at the moment we are running it because this will get you into technically any of your 0 attack monsters. Mostly there for Samsara, just in case we don't see it in our opening hand. We're going to run 1 for 1 again for mostly Samsara, just get it special summoned out, just so we can get our Yubel combo going. 3 Pot of Prosperity. Again, just more consistency, trying to get cards that we need to see. We do have some extra deck fodder, which we will see later on. And then, of course, 3 Super Poly, the whole point of the deck. Make Super Poly the opponent's entire board as long as we have a Yubel monster on our field, and the opponent's whole field is gone unless they're playing like Vanilla Dark Magician or Vanilla Blue Eyes. So in terms of non-hand trap traps, very small, just one Eternal Favorite. I'll be honest with you, I'm thinking about running this at 2. I've had this at 1 for a while, and there's many times where I'm like, damn, I really wish I had a second one. So honestly, this will probably get bumped up to 2. And then for the hand traps, running 3 Imperm, 3 Shifter, which honestly has been MVP in a lot of games, especially with like fire in the format. This kind of just stops their turn. 3 Drool, and 3 Nib. I haven't been able to do it yet, but Nib is funny. If you nib the opponent, you know, if they're going first, you put that token into like attack position, or you can even do it on your turn. Say you have like Eternal Favorite and Nightmare Pain out. You nib away everything, and that could include your own Yubel monster. You make sure you put it into attack position. Use Eternal Favorite to bring your Yubel back, and then they will have to attack with a giant token if they can't get it off the field. Alright, into the extra deck. So, in terms of the Yubel, we're running 3. Again, I have some Kashtira at my locals, so optimally I'd like to run this at 2, but we're keeping it at 3 for now since it is the main extra deck monster of our deck. Super Poly package, 1 Garura, 1 Mud Dragon, Starving Venom, Dragostapelia. We also have, which we can cut out, Guilty Gearfried. I have them in here still. I mean, you can make them if someone has like a Baron and an SP or something like that. It's kind of niche right now with the format, but he's there for now. He could probably be cut out at this moment. For XZs, so we have Typhon, just in case, for whatever reason. Our hand is that bad. And then we have, for the Golem OTK, the Dreadnought Rail Cannon. You get 2 Yubels on the field with the Golem. You reflect damage for 6k, go main phase 2, burn them for 2, and that's game. And then also for the cannon, just as another line of play, we have the Juggernaut Lieb, just to make a big guy to swing into monsters. And that rounds out the XZs. For our links, at the moment we're running 1 Unicorn. Haven't really had to make Unicorn yet, but it's there just for extra removal. Dark, nice link 2, can steal the opponent's Little Knight, so I just like it for now. Mudcracker just for the Fiend Revive. And then 1 SP. And, I mean, I'll show it just to show it in the video. Side deck is obviously going to be very dependent on your locals. I'll just show what I've been running for now. It's very hand trap heavy depending on what deck I'm playing against, but so in the side deck I've been running at the moment, I've been running 3DD Crow. So DD Crow is number 1, it's good against fire, it does okay against branded, but it's also a dark. So it's also good for Nightmare Pain. You can pop Crow for Nightmare Pain cost if you want, instead of like Spirit of Yubel or something for if you're setting up some other line of play. You can use this to pop off to search for a Yubel card. 3 Ghost Bell, because again I have, you know, it's decent against fire. I have a good amount of branded at my locals. I see a lot of Puppet Nightmare, so this card helps protect me from that because getting Puppet locked sucks. And then 3 Ash. You can main deck Ash. I don't like main decking Ash because of fire. Because every time I play against fire, they go searching in my graveyard looking for this thing to start doing combos with Hita. I do not want to give them the free fodder. And then we just run some back row removal. So just running 3 Cosmic, 2 Lightning Storm, and a Heart Piece. So that's the deck profile. Honestly, it's been pretty consistent. I'm sure there's a million and one ways to make it more consistent. And it would also just help if I stop misplaying. As you can see in a lot of my duels, I am the king of that. If you guys have any recommendations or any constructive criticism to give in regards of maybe some tech choices or anything like that, or ratios, that would be appreciated. And I hope you guys have a good one.